Here is your spoopy introduction for tonight. Tonight, Vaelyn Cypher will be playing Vampyr, which she has been playing all week. But first, she must get some drinks ready. I would promise you that I would try to do something like that all night long, but that's not going to happen. That was my poorly done impression of a 1950s Dracula. Speaking of, one of my favorite YouTube channels today released their Everything Wrong with Bram Stoker's Dracula. I haven't watched it yet. I really want to watch it. Maybe we should watch that while I get this ready. I really want to watch it, but then I would feel like I was taking advantage of a really well-known channel, because CinemaSins, they really are one of my favorite channels. They're really cool. I like that a lot. And Jeremy Scott, the guy who does most of the voiceovers for the CinemaSins main channel, has also been an amazing author. He's written 3 books. He's in the process of writing an anthology right now. He wrote The Ables, the sequel to that, which is Strings, and the book that has had one of the unfortunately worst possible releases in history. It was supposed to be released earlier this month, or late last. Oh, pardon me. It was supposed to be released late last month, got delayed until a little about a week ago, and then that got delayed another week. And, he's afraid people are going to blame him, but he's the author, not the publisher. It's not his fault. And anybody who blames Jeremy for the issues that release has had is crazy. I was I was not streaming. I was playing some WoW while I was waiting. I just finished another zone, completing the quests in an entire zone. I have no idea where I am in the storyline. I would have to start a character from scratch and do nothing but storyline to figure out where I was. And I just finished flying back to Stormwind, because I've been working on the Brains, Eastern Kingdoms. And so I thought, quick, just before I actually get started playing, that I would pick up all of the auctions that failed, which I'm not going to bother relisting them, because frankly, I've listed them, many of them, several times, and they haven't sold, in part because they were gets from while I was in crummy time. So they're extra high level versions of low level gear, which means that they're worth crap tons of gold just to sell them to the vendor, which is part of why they aren't selling when I'm putting them on the auction house. People are like, I'm not paying that kind of money for that. I'm just going to skip that. And I don't really blame them. So I figured I'd just stop in and drop off my stuff, at least into my into my bank. That's the word I was looking for. I'm running out of space for stuff, guys. My bank is filling up. I was about to say I don't have this problem in Guild Wars, but that would be a lie. I am having that problem right now in Guild Wars, but that has a lot more to do with the fact that I'm bad at organization, and there's no way to sort your bank slots in Guild Wars. So it's making it a little more difficult. And why is everybody deciding to stream right now? Adam Conover and Cloudy McDoom are both streaming right now. Darn them. Okay. I at least have things neatened up. I should put my helmet back on. Character just hit last night level 50, which is currently 10 levels below max level because they squished us. In case you're not a WoW player, that means that they took everything and decreased its level by a multiplier. And yeah. So now the level cap is lower, which is supposed to make new players feel better about starting. And yeah, I should go through and take all my other characters through Chromie time. I don't have all that many characters. I've got 3 other characters right now. They're all Worgen. Because I am that lame. Okay. Let's see here. Is GOG still open? GOG is still open. Look at that. Yay. We have over 25 hours total logged. Pardon me, I splurged and bought myself a shake. I've been trying to drink it. I really like this game. I want to encourage you guys to pick up a copy. It's still on sale on Good Old Games, which is GOG.com. You know, G like golf, O like Oscar, G like golf.com. It's $12 right now. So if you enjoy watching me play and you enjoy the storyline, there are options that I'm not taking. I am playing this in a super mild mannered way. Like one of my friends in real life was heavily encouraging me to stop being a good guy and go and kill everyone. And maybe I'll go and stream like that later, where I just ruthlessly kill pretty much everyone I meet. It might have saved me some heartache with some of the characters, let me tell you. There are a few who either got themselves killed after I left them alone, or turned into skulls, or generally turned out not to be as good a people as I thought they were. I didn't realize I was that thirsty. Excuse me. So many people streaming right now. Alright. Let's get back into this. And the last thing I remember doing is returning back to the hospital, talking to Lady Ashbury and Dr. Swansea. And apparently then I must have leveled up. Yep. Level 16. Okay. What do I have in my inventory? Not enough stuff. That's what I have in my inventory. Not enough stuff. Do I have enough stuff to make medications, or did I already do that? Got 5, 5, 5. Not enough, not enough, not enough, not enough, not enough. Alright, well, hopefully we have enough in case people need things. You see, I'm finally at the point where I might actually start having to buy medicinal stuff. Alright. Okay, still not water you?
It needs water.
Water the plant! You're a doctor! You know how cups work? Bring it some flippin' water! Sorry. See, that you've got a sink right here. I haven't looked yet to see what the update for Subnautica really looks like. But Subnautica yesterday did have a 2-point-something gigabyte update. I'm kind of curious if it was only for releasing the stable parts of things that I've already played, or if it pushed it all beyond what I already know. It'd be interesting to find out. That's all finished. We still need our mesmer level to go up so we can take care of this guy. Tons of stuff we can go do over here. I have anemia meds. I have cold meds. I still can't talk to her, so I don't know what her health problem is. God, we're only on chapter 3. I'm guessing there's 4 chapters since there are 4 zones. Nobody is sick or dying over here. Well, I mean, Mortimer isn't doing so hot. I could go kill his mom. But I haven't found out all of her secrets yet, so she's not really worth all that much. She is a piece of work, too, let me tell you.
Good evening, Doctor. How is my son doing?
I don't know. How is your son doing? You're the one who's been here all day. Sorry, these are the things that go on in my head. I've been trying not to do that. I should do this while I'm on stream.
Your son wished to die, Beatrice. Why did you hide such crucial information?
Are you not aware suicide is a crime? Mortimer could be thrown in jail. I can't let that happen. I won't.
I understand you fear the legal consequences, Mrs. Goswick. But don't you realize your silence significantly affects your son's case?
All my son needs is help and comprehension. Not judgment and punishment for what he may or may not have done.
You know, and that's something I want to talk about really quick. That is the stupidest thing on the freaking planet. The fact that suicide is a crime. And it is. It's a crime. You can be punished by time in jail for attempting to kill yourself. Rather than trying to help someone who is going through mental or emotional pain so horrible that they believe that their life would be, or that the world would be better off without them, or that they can't take the pain and anguish anymore, and throwing them in jail. That's, even if you throw them in an asylum, we do not treat the mentally ill the way they need to be treated. And just to be clear, I know what it's like to be chased by that black dog. I've been there. I am there frequently. This channel and what we're doing here, talking, chatting, gaming together, that gives me a community and a outlet to help me stabilize myself, which works for me. It works great for me. It's helping a lot. It's not going to help everyone. Some people need time just to themselves. Some people need to be forced out of their comfort zone. Some people need medication. Some people need to be encouraged to change their diet or to exercise. There are a lot of ways to help improve mental health, and not what there is no single one way that is good for everyone. But we need to start treating people with mental illness and cognitive dysfunctions and non-standard ways of thinking. People who are not what's the word? Who don't People who are not in what medical science would term the norm. If you are not in the norm, you're treated like an outcast, and you shouldn't be. You just shouldn't be.
I have read your son's suicide note. It was not an impulsive gesture, nor was it his first attempt.
He threatened to kill himself a few times before. But I never thought he would dare to punish me this much.
Punish you? Why?
I've known for a long time he was not happy with his life. But I always hoped he cared enough to avoid making me suffer like this.
And her attitude isn't helping either.
Do you realize your son could try to kill himself again? He might succeed next time.
I think about it every minute. But I won't stop fighting for my son's future. That's how much I love him.
I don't think you love him. I think you don't want him to kill himself because you're a member of the upper crust, and what would that say about you?
Your determination is laudable, but you are in a state of denial, Mrs. Goswick. Your son has a very strong death wish.
How dare you talk to a mother like that? Talk to me like that?
I'm only trying to be honest, Mrs. Goswick. As painful as this fatal end may be for you, you have to accept this is a possibility.
No, I'll never accept it. If my son was to die under your care, well, you have no idea what I'm capable of, Dr. Reed.
Oops.
Mortimer is extremely vague as to his motivations for committing suicide. Tell me more about what you know.
As you say, Mortimer had no reason to die. All he said to me was that he wanted to make the world a better place, but couldn't.
Why did your son feel so useless when facing the world?
I think it was more that he could only see the melancholy facets of life. He couldn't help but dwell on such things.
What do you think he meant by making the world a better place?
Mortimer has always been a sensitive soul. He wouldn't talk to anyone for months after his father passed. It's like he carries everyone's sadness with him.
Dang it. I'll never get that now. She's a low enough mesmer level I could go and eat her. I'm so tempted. But then I'm afraid that Mortimer might end up killing himself.
Goodbye, Mrs. Goswick. Good evening, Mr. Goswick. How are you?
I'm okay.
I have to go now, sir. But don't hesitate to contact me if you need any help.
Doctor.
Good evening, Mr. Fiddick.
Good evening, Dr. Reed. Any news about my operation?
Goodbye for now, Mr. Fiddick. I'll see you later.
You always knew the words to calm the children, Helen. As for me, what a blundering idiot.
Okay. Let's see here. We've been to bed.
Good evening, Milton.
Good
So
evening,
things may
Doctor.
have changed.
Still trying to save lives.
No, I thought
I'd
I'd
like
give
to
up
see
and
your
start killing
Wise
them.
choice, Dr. Reed.
Ah.
A reliable gun is what everybody needs these days.
God, girl. I need the good handle parts to start working on my my weapons
Another night.
again. God, that's funny. He used to be a level... The one I just killed used to be a level 5. Oh, now there are 2 of them right here. It used to only be 1. There was a level 11 right here before. Go over there and kill him and risk being killed? Sure, why not? Okay. I mean, they apparently didn't get killed, so... I saw a flashy over there. We'll go and get that in a second. Make sure there's nothing in here. Oh, I was going to work on writing that song. Oh, it's just a poster. We don't care about posters around these parts. Posters, we don't care about... Okay. I'm walking, not running, not dodging, not nothing. I wasn't even jogging. $5 more shillings. That's kind of what I'm thinking about calling this if I ever manage to get it written. It's going to be called 5 More Shillings. Not sure who will sing it. It's sure as heck gonna be me. My vocal folds are utterly destroyed. I'd never be able to carry a tune in a bucket again. I mean, have you guys heard me singing on stream? I'm a terrible singer. Okay, so I haven't been through that door yet, but now it's open. The world is a vampire sent to drain the secret destroyer. I can't remember the rest of the lyrics to the song. I keep meaning to play it today too, but I've been so busy with other stuff going on. For instance, if you're friends with me on Facebook, then you already know that we had an outage today at work that prevented me from being able to log into work. It was exciting. And it affected thousands of users because it was and it was caused by an issue with our one login. Oh, ow. That can't be good for you though either, dude. Which is kind of like Microsoft's single sign-on. If you're at all familiar with that. Just a different brand. And oop, 5 more shillings. So I couldn't log into my Amazon workspace. Thousands of others couldn't log into their Amazon workspace or their VPN. It was just massive issues all over everywhere. I think that did I already unlock this door? No, now it's unlocked. Okay. Holy smokes, there's... What, I want to say there's actually 2 there and 1 there. Even though you're only seeing... Because I thought I saw 2. Huh. Okay, so he finished eating and is now wandering about. The other one is wandering about. Uh-oh, I think he saw me. You're not required to talk, but if you're here and you want to talk, please feel free. I do respond to chat. I might be a little slow, and I think I have it on a delay, just so that the bots can make sure that there's nothing inappropriate in them. Oh, Jiminy Crickets, there are more here. Haha. I'm not doing that. Thank you very much. Seriously, dude, what are you? A skull or a velociraptor? What do you think? Skull or Velociraptor? Skull on his way to being a Velociraptor? Always trying to make sure I pick everything up. You don't want to leave things behind. That's how you end up having to buy a lot of stuff. Where are you? Oh, there you are. Have you seen me? You've seen me. Come on. Blink over here. Oops. Danke. You pulled out your knife. That means there's someone or something nearby. Or did I accidentally click? Yeah, today was fun. Multiple people who requested callbacks, who then didn't answer their phone, who I then had to call back a second time, who then still didn't answer their phone. And I'm sure they're upset. Nobody ever called me back. Well, how can we call you back if you don't answer your phone? I always leave a voicemail, at least once, sometimes twice, to be sure that people have, been informed that we've been trying to get in touch with them. But if you don't answer your phone, and yeah, I know it's probably a number you don't know, but if you don't answer your phone, I'm not responsible for the fact that you didn't get helped. That's not on me. That's on you, bozo. Sorry, I have a strong opinion on this. Also, I have a bit of a ice pick headache or a cluster headache. I'm not sure which right now. Kind of starting. So, depending on how things go, I'm going to take a bit of pain meds and we'll see how things go. Give me a second here. Nothing any stronger than an ibuprofen. This is naproxen sodium. It's not really stronger. It's basically the same thing. It's generic Aleve. And we'll see how we're feeling in a little while here. Pardon me. I got myself all turned around now, too. I don't know if I'm coming or going on this bridge. So I was so busy trying to make sure I got everything. Three more shillings. Okay, level 16. There's probably more of you in and around the vicinity. Yeah, at least 2 others. Which means there's probably a 4th to add on, at least.
Better go home, sir. This one's mine!
I'm no one's. You're mine. Ow. Yeah, not really ow. Ow. Also, again, not really.
Fuck, he's dead!
Did either? Yes, you did. Okay. I kind of don't want to go and fight Fergal. He is a, pardon the turn of phrase, because I do try to keep this PG-13, but he's a bag of dicks. Haha. Oops. I was doing so good, too. Eat my saw. Before I eat you. Actually, after I kill you, I can't eat you. At least if I kill you that way. Na, na, na. Na, 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 na. Open all the doors. Oh, hideout. Hideout I haven't been in yet, I think. Nope, been here. Haven't been here since, like, the very first night. This is where we ran to and hid for the night when we woke up as a vampire. Anything been refilled? Anything at all? How about you grab a cup and fill it up with some freaking water? Look, there's even where we tried to kill ourselves. Dude, this is a hideout where I can't sleep. It's marked as a hideout, but you can't sleep here. You can't do any of your hideouty stuff in this location at all. Of course, most hideouts that Jonathan uses can't be reached by mortals without them having okay, there we go. Last time I was through here, there was nothing you could find because you had to keep running. 5 more shillings. that a bed I can sleep? No, not a bed I can sleep in, apparently. Apparently we can't sleep in a double bed.
It's locked, all right.
You know, why is it locked all right? Where in the... Okay, is this a real hideout? Yep, this is a real hideout. See, you can sleep in a single bed, but apparently we can't sleep in a double bed. I really need to start selling these more. Okay. Well, that was lackluster. At least we found something. 4 more shillings! Stop that. It hurts my head, dude. Dude. Let's see here. We're supposed to be going, generally speaking, that way. That is a very far... Doggone it, Jonathan, why can't you turn into a bat?
Best be moving on.
No. So that weapon, my secondary weapon, the Liston knife, actually uses less stamina, and that's part of why. And it's just as good at absorbing blood as the saw. Actually, it might be better than the saw, since it already absorbs blood to begin with, and then I modified it to absorb more blood. Yes, unlock all the doors. 5 more shillings.
This place looks like the picture I saw of the bomb site.
This also looks like the place that we ran through when we were first turned. 5 more shillings. And apparently more shotgun shells, because we totally need more of those. I think last time I came through here, I was running away from a level 22 large beast. You guys sure you wanna do this?
Want some of this?
No, not really. I changed out some of my keycaps, so now I have an easier time finding my ASWD also, which is actually kind of nice. It was a little weird getting used to it at work today, but It's kind of nice. Nice to not have to be like, wait, why am I going diagonally instead of straight? Foundry key. Ooh. Any boxes? No, I'm not looking for the lamentation configuration. That thing can bloody well stay in hell. Pardon my French. How can it send us home, child? We're already here. And so are you. You know, eventually our society is just going to devolve into a society that communicates via meme and movie quote. What was the name of that episode of TNG? It's one of my all-time favorite episodes. I think it's generally on the top 10 list most of the time when they make top 10 lists of the best episodes of TNG. Flower bouquet. Flower bouquet? Nani? Oh, I'm supposed to put flowers down near where the bomb went off.
Yes. The place has changed since the explosion, but it was definitely here. I should find some way to pay my respects. May all who suffered from this tragedy find or rest in peace.
This is also part of the area that we came stomping through at the beginning of the game. Scampering for our lives because humans were trying to kill us. See, I got myself so completely turned around that we're back here again. Bum, 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 ba-dum. Yep, 5 more shillings. This is a really crappy dry dock. I just want to point that out. Those barges will never float again. Actually, those barges kind of remind me of Highlander, the TV series. Don't they kind of look like the barges that Duncan lived on? I was so angry with that series. So angry. What do you mean you're going to kill Tessa? No, you don't get to complain about spoilers. That series is like 20 years old. More. It's doggone near 30 years old. If you go by when it started. This again is where we came down from, isn't it? No. It's still not moving in the right direction, though. I keep having the poem for Halls of the Blind from the first Diablo game go through my head. Or at least, I can't remember the way it goes exactly. That's where we get our first machete. Maybe I should try walking through them, because apparently walking is very destructive. You're not gonna let me go that way? They're a bunch of meanie heads. That goes all the way back to like super close to where the game begins. Or actually, technically, I think this goes back to where the game begins, because I came running to where we just were from the safe house that I was in. I don't think that we can get to I don't think we can get to where my body was.
This place.
Nope,
Rain
never
may have
mind.
washed away the blood, but not the memory.
We killed Mary, like, right here. Startled myself. Accidentally slammed my hand into my phone.
This is my watch. Damn grave robbers.
I'll sell that for nothing. Other watches? I don't care. My watch? Nope. When we actually woke up, we didn't take control until Jonathan was up here, but we were in that mass of bodies. They thought we were a victim of the flu. And remember, I have a rule: unless I do it by accident, we do not read posters, because they basically all say the same thing. They either say, join Her Majesty's Army. Well, I guess in 1918 it was probably His Majesty's Army. Or they say things along the lines of, don't be an idiot, don't go around coughing on people, don't cough on people, basically, is I guess what it boils down to. Well, I want the drill. Let me have the drill. It's right there. I can probably use that somewhere. How about this, hammer? No? And then again, I steal all that kind of stuff in Skyrim when it's not stealing. I suppose I could turn on... Skyrim, most Bethesda games I play for just the sheer fun of killing things. And like I've said before on stream, video games are a way for me to sublimate any anger or that kind of thing. All the negative emotions in my life. So being able to just run around and slaughter things is what I do to not want to slaughter things in real life. Yay, five more shillings. Yay, shillings. How do I get to where I'm going? It's that way. But I can't go that way from over here. Break down this door. Go this way from here. Break the door. Okay, gate. It's a gate. And I can't jump, which is ridiculous. Jonathan should be able to hop. But nope. Can't do that. We don't want to have to fill out all of London. Sun, sun, everywhere is sun. So here, this, I believe, doesn't really go anywhere that we need to go. Yeah. This just goes in here. And this didn't really help us. As I recall, it kind of dead ends. Also, it's in technically the wrong direction. Aren't we glad I increased my stamina so much? Now I apparently forgot to take something out of this room. Anything back there? I never even checked back here. Okay. That definitely did not help me. Yeah. Concern at all. Need to go that way. I have put so many kilometers on Jonathan's boots, it's not even funny. Assuming he's wearing boots. He's probably wearing leather-soled shoes. I speak English. English is my native language. Although the older I get, I'm starting to wonder if it's gibberish. Maybe gibberish is my native language. Five more. Ooh, 7 shillings. That's a fortune. Dude, I'm gonna be rich. I mean, to be fair, I currently have over 400 shillings. I don't know how that compares with the average person in the time period. But that'll buy me a few things if I need them. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do.
It's
Nope.
locked.
Still locked. From Seymour to my beloved Stella. That's a really pretty necklace. What do you suppose that is? Could be kyanite. Which, if you're over here thinking, that's just something they made up in Subnautica, kyanite's a real stone. Well, mineral. It's a mineral.
From Seymour to my beloved mother Stella. Fishburne, that sneaky bastard.
Anything else down here, guys? No? Just that locked chest that I still can't open? Oh, now there's a lot of blood over there, but not over here like there was when I first got here. Long, like at the beginning of the game, there was a whole bunch of blood over here. Alright, so this is a relatively safe spot. I'm going to go and hit the head. I'll be right back. You guys enjoy the ambience. I shouldn't be gone long. Oh, way to go. Knock the stuff over on your desk. That'll be wonderful.
Hypocrites, all of them. Maggots and liars.
I was basically on time. As I promptly make a giant noise coming back. Alright. We need to go this way. You. How are you? Who
Hello,
are you?
boy.
Hello. Good evening.
Did I scare you? You have nothing to fear from me.
No,
It's just that people prefer to avoid me.
Well, I won't. I'm a doctor.
My name is Rufus, sir. Rufus Kingsbury.
What can you tell me about this region?
It's all about staying out of trouble. But since most people prefer to avoid me, it's pretty easy.
Why do people avoid you?
They call me Rufus the Curse. Around here, I'm a bit of a bad luck charm.
Have you ever thought about leaving?
Where else would I go? At least I know these streets and some people around here. This is my city, for better or worse.
What do you do around here, Rufus?
I listen to the news on the docks, sir. And I smile at those kind enough to spare me a bob.
Do you have a job?
It's hard to work, what with my head and all. Since I was a boy, I've always had trouble remembering what I do and why I do it.
What do people say about this place?
Things have been tense between the wet boot boys and the communists. They both feel they should run the docks.
Are you alone? Where is your family?
I don't have any. My parents are dead.
So you have no home? You're sleeping rough?
No. I mean, yes. I live on the streets. I have no home.
This city has abandoned so many of its children. It's tragic.
Well, I've known worse. I'm not all alone. I have Mrs. Fishburne. She's been very kind to me.
Why do you think she's so considerate?
I can't say, sir. I guess she's a good soul. Sometimes it's like she replaces the mother I lost, even if we're not related.
So long, Rufus. Be careful. Take care. Good evening, madam. I'm Dr. Reed. Could I come in?
Why? What do you want?
I work at the Pembroke Hospital. I'm investigating the flu epidemic in this area.
Oh, the Spanish flu. Well, that's quite liberal of you, Doctor. But this is no time to be knocking at people's doors.
The disease takes away the good people too, madam. Why not let me in?
It's Mrs. Fishburne. Stella Fishburne. And yes, indeed. Why not let a doctor in?
Because he's also a vampire,
Remember the last
and he's going to rob you blind.
I've been nothing but worry.
It's locked.
Aw.
Please don't stay too long, sir.
I mean, I feel a little bad about stealing from an old woman. But at the same time, apparently not bad enough.
So you have questions about the flu, then?
Yes, among other things.
Forgive my rudeness at the door. It's just my son doesn't like strangers coming in the house.
I'm pretty sure your son is dead. Pretty sure.
How is life around here?
Life has always been hard in the East End. But it's everywhere nowadays, isn't it?
Do you think the increase in violence has anything to do with the epidemic?
Don't know. But it's most likely linked to the gangs, if you ask me. Recently, it's like everyone has had to pick a side.
Violence has always fed on poverty, don't you think? It's a cruel law of the human condition.
And selfishness is their rotten fruit. These days, you can just die in the gutter and no one will bat an eye.
May I ask what you do for a living, Mrs. Fishburne?
Since my husband died, I worked at the Dawson Rope factory, but it closed before the war. I occasionally help at the night asylum, in exchange for food.
Well, in exchange, you might become food now.
Did your husband die in the war?
Oh no, my Jack was a docker. He died when my Seymour was just a lad. The poor boy saw his dad slip and fall from that scaffolding.
How do you pay the rent, then?
My Seymour works at the docks, just like his dad. He's very attached to the house he grew up in. It's not always easy, but we get by all right.
The orphan that regards you as a mother. Please tell me about him, Stella.
You mean Rufus? I wish I could do even more for the poor boy. Most people are so selfish.
But you're not.
Years may have passed, but I haven't forgotten how it feels to go through days with nothing but an empty stomach.
I believe you may find this necklace of interest.
What is it? I don't understand.
It's a gift your son was hoping to give you. But I'm afraid it links him to the nearby murders.
You mean this belongs to one of his victims? Jesus. I knew this day would come. Please, Dr. Reed, accept this for your trouble and leave me be.
This day? You mean you already knew? Are you buying my silence? I will not be an accomplice in this.
What? No. No. My son's crimes distress me more than you can imagine. But I'm his mother. I love him, I do.
Your son's gone way beyond simply bullying people. He has a taste for blood, and you know it, don't you, Stella?
One night, he told me straight up, in his own words. It was several days after one of his episodes.
Why did he confess? Did you suspect something?
No. I guess he wanted his old mum to help him fight his, demons.
Did Seymour tell you everything that night?
More than I could stand. The words he used to describe his hate, his rage, how he feels when he's done it.
Tell me about these demons Seymour needs your help to fight.
Seymour used to be such a happy child. And he is still a helping son most of the time. But when he gets angry, he can hardly contain his rage.
All men and women are born innocent, Mrs. Fishburne. But there can be a monster within any of us.
Do you think he can be cured, Doctor? Do you think something can extinguish this rage inside my Seymour?
Science has only just begun to investigate the mysteries of the human mind. Currently, we have more assumptions than fact.
There ain't no hope then. Somehow, somewhere, my son has turned into a monster, and nothing will bring him back.
Come on.
Stella, I know
Sorry,
you are
trying to do
ashamed of
something
your
to
son's
to
crimes. So why do you
help
protect
support
Seymour?
I
another
can't
streamer.
report where
She's
it's
she's
can
more
I?
popular than me, but I thought
A
I'd
burden I could bear.
try to go ahead and see if I could
How do you mean?
They'd hang him for
at
sure.
least lurk in her channel.
I won't send my only son to his death.
I'm convinced you raised Seymour the best you could. You're not responsible for what he became.
If someone ever found the courage to speak to the police, I will take my share.
There we go. Phone's plugged in. All right. Well, at least she's not sick. Her son sure is, though. If I can get his final clue, I might eat him. Oh, Rufus is sick. We need to help Rufus. Anything changed? Nope.
Goodbye, Miss Fishburne. Take care of yourself.
I can't remember the last time I had this.
Rufus, where'd you go? And there's Fishburne.
Evening, Rufus.
Evening, Mr. Reed.
Do you need help?
A real doctor caring about me. That's a first. I feel like a real person.
A real doctor treats everyone the same, Rufus.
I don't know what to say. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
So long, Rufus. Be careful. Take care.
A wave bit of death to drown.
Where'd we go?
Good evening, Mr. Fishburne.
Yeah.
Why is your mother protecting you, Seymour?
I'm her son. She's the only one who knows me. Sometimes I think she knows me better than I know myself.
I understand you love her, but can't you see the awful situation you've put her in?
Do you think my mum would have a better life if I were dead? She seems so sad to know me sometimes.
I don't believe death is the appropriate sentence for murder. Not in a civilized society. But the last word has to remain with the law.
There is no law around here. No justice to be found. In these parts, revenge is the only answer.
Tell me about your victims, Seymour. Who were they? Why them? Was there a link?
Why should there be? They just kept getting on my nerves at the worst times, that's all.
How many? How many victims?
It's not like I keep records. It happens when it happens.
You feel nothing, do you? No empathy for your victims at all?
You seem pretty calm yourself, don't you?
We're not talking about me.
That right? Well, our calm's the only thing we have in common then.
Did you take pleasure in killing them, Seymour? All those people, all those lives extinguished.
I take no pleasure from it. Just gives me peace. Stills the anger. For a time.
This rage you feel, have you ever been able to control it? Resist it?
I tried. For my mum. I tried for her. Telling the truth made me feel better. For a while.
Don't you think you should seek help? Talk to someone you trust, someone who cares about you.
No. And don't dare speak about me to your colleagues either. Keep your mouth shut tight. Especially about my mum.
Do you require medical assistance?
That's something I didn't expect to hear again. A doctor concerned with the health of his patients. Yeah. I could use some help. On several matters, in fact.
I don't know which kind of doctor you're used to dealing with, but it's a doctor's purpose to heal people.
And is it your purpose as well, Mr. Reed? I would say it's a convenient way for gaining people's trust.
Grrr. Double grrr. Give you some fucking blood loss.
Goodbye, Mr. Fishburne.
No, a door that I can't open. But at least it's not a goes nowhere, does nothing door. That's kind of cool. I never noticed that before. The train actually moves through. So when you hear it, it's actually in the vicinity. I can't remember. Are you sick?
I'm amazed you made it back to the docks alone. Good for you.
Well, I could say the same about you, young man. More to the point, who the hell are you?
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed.
And I am Archer Woodbead. Please excuse my assertiveness. I often forget I'm just an old prune.
Guys, don't, if you're lurking, that's fine. You don't have to converse. But if you're here, you've got a question about the game, about me, as long as it's not too personal. If you want to test my trivia knowledge, I'm not going to say that I'm like a Jeopardy master or anything, but I have a head full of useless trivia. Yeah, you can feel free to talk.
What can you tell me about this part of town?
People used to feel safe around here. They had the gangs protecting them. Now all they do is bicker and plot against one another.
Missing the good old days, are you not?
Trust me, son. The longer you live, the less meaning your existence will have. You need to remember the days you still had beliefs.
And what about the gangs?
Back in my day, people trusted the wet boot boys. We looked out for the docks and its families. Nowadays, they're just a bunch of greedy fuckers.
You were a gang member.
I was their leader for a time, believe it or not. Now these bastards act like I'm nothing. Not one of them. They owe me some damn respect.
Sorry, playing with the comb I have on my desk. And what does the flufferbutt want? See the mama brush you? Should we comb the puppy dog? And Coisley's favorite activity other than getting her paws wet? Oh, that got rid of you. Did you brush your puppy? Sorry.
If you were such a respected figure,
What you want, you
surely
wake it
you
till
have many
thing?
interesting stories about this part of town.
You bet I do,
What you
but
want?
make no mistake. I'm no rat, sir. Some secrets are best left buried.
Do you still know anyone? From the old days, I mean.
Most of them are dead. I still give Miss Gillingham salutations. She doesn't remember me. She did once like me. Boy, she was a beauty back then.
Who would you trust around here?
The owner of the turquoise
What?
turtle's
What
a
are you
decent fella.
doing?
Tom's his name.
Stop laughing at
Sean
me.
Hampton's all right too. Don't particularly share his religious views. He's quite devout, if you catch my meaning.
Any remarkable new faces around here?
Nobody. Well, There's that boy Rufus the Curse. I like him, despite the reputation he's made since his parents died. Poor little bastard.
I'm sure a district as colorful as the docks must have plenty of stories about strange visitors and creepy characters.
So, you want me to talk about the sewer dog, don't you?
If you don't mind.
The sewer dog is a bitch. Appropriately named. An old woman dressed in rags. She has an elegance, though, despite her ugliness. I saw her once. Scared the life out of me.
Have you always been so bitter?
It's not bitterness, it's poorly masked disgust. When everything turns to shit, we all have to eat a spoon or two.
With everything that's happened recently.
Of course she wants to go outside.
I must concede that these are difficult
Go
times.
sit outside?
2 nights ago,
You tell
I
your
saw
mama
a kid
outside?
eating a rat.
Cora.
He was right in
You
front
tell
of
your
one of
mama
those
outside?
abandoned houses nearby. Just chewing on
Yeah,
a living
okay.
rat's insides.
I'll be right back, guys. Gotta let the Doge out. She's not a Doge, just a turn of phrase. I'm gonna let you outside. Come on. Be there in a second, guys. I just want to take my socks off. Feet are starting to get hot. All right.
Tell me everything you know about the Guard of Priwen.
Andrew never told me what they do. I do know they're vigilantes with military training. Access to some impressive firepower.
And what is your personal opinion about the Guard, then?
This Guard of Priwen is just another gang preying on the young and naive. Preying on people like my boy. I know how it works. I invented it.
Tell me about the Wet Boot Boys, Archer. I want to know more.
We were there for the families and each other. It was us against the world. We were vicious, tough, even cruel. But we were united.
You sound like you were some kind of radical union member.
Yes, nowadays the communists and gangs squabble over pointless territory. Sounds stupid when you say it out loud.
Why did your son really join the Guard of Priwen?
If I believed in a higher power, I'd see this as punishment for my own sins. I deserve it for all the young men I enlisted back in the day.
So your son has left you nothing to explain his actions? No letter or message?
Not even a note. I'm a proud man, Dr. Reed. But I would kneel and pray if I thought it would give me my Andrew back.
You don't believe in God, though, do you, Mr. Woodbead? So why did he join?
Now I think about it, Andrew joined the guard, not to defy me, but to follow in my footsteps, to make me proud.
Oh, we've discovered everything about Archer here. It's a first in a while. But he's not really a bad man, so I don't really see a good reason to eat him. So we will leave him be.
Goodbye, sir.
Also, he's healthy and in good standing, so not really a good reason to eat him. Is that seriously a guard of Prewin just sitting there watching a large beast consume? Oh god, it's level 22 and there are a bunch of freaking guards there.
It's an leech! Kill it!
Oh, you see me, and so then you start killing it?
There's one of them vermin!
Yes, take it down a bit. Thank you. Where'd you go? Gimme, 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 gimme.
I have this thirst
Yes,
of blood.
because you're a vampire. Yes, I'm tempting fate. Okay.
Best stay back, sir.
Where are you? Dude, you can't shoot. Okay. Well, you managed that shot anyways. And that one.
Want some of this? That leech is fast!
There's another one, huh? Where are you guys? Ah, it's above me. Eat my saw. I almost said sword again. Not terribly in the mood to go and fight Fergal. Mostly because I don't think I can win. Oh, okay. I don't think there's a way through this.
You again? What do you want?
Just checking on you. Making sure you don't need nothing.
I've identified the men who stole from you. You were right. They were members of some self-proclaimed militia.
I knew it! Did you find the money too?
Yes, here it is. They thought they could finance their activities with it.
I never thought a man like you would be kind enough to... I misjudged you. Badly. Well, thank you, sir.
Will you give the money back to your comrades, then?
Fuck those bastards who fired me. I'll give the money to Miss Gillingham. Her son Jack was a friend of mine. He was killed recently.
I know you were friends with Miss Gillingham's son, Jack. Tell me about his death.
Jack's murder has been a shock to the neighborhood. A sign that the situation is now out of control.
Why is that?
There has always been tension between the Wet Boot Boys and members of the trade union. But a murder? That's a first.
Who killed him?
No one will ever know. One thing is certain. While Jack was alive, I had one less reason to drink.
Why does that upset you so much?
I wish I had found the time and words to tell him how important he was to me before it was too late. Another failure for Giselle Paxton.
Well, I'll leave you for now. Goodbye, Miss Paxton.
Yeah, well, I wasn't trying to do the... Yeah, it's... I really don't want to fight him. That's hilarious. I'm 99% sure that I've read all of this stuff. Oh, we still need to return the gin bottles, don't we? I need somebody who reads Braille to do that. Oh, look at that. So, apparently there were some of those that I hadn't read. And there's a thing I haven't opened yet. So I'm at the point where we're so far in. Another text in Braille, which we need the blind guy to look at for us. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay. I thought for a second that I had gotten the game to freeze, and that was worrisome. I would really, really, really like to increase the level of both my hacksaw and my liston before I go downstairs to fight dude. I think too many games rely too heavily on the mechanic of making the reader or making the game. Too many games rely too heavily on making the gamer the reader. And it's not that I mind reading, it's just that I have a hard time focusing anymore on reading long things when there's something else to do, namely the rest of the game. Like, it'd be great if when you open this, if the character, either the main character or the character in whose voice it's written, would read it so that we could have something. But no. What we get instead is, here's the information, you read it. Okay, well, that got us some more hints too, so that's good. Let's go get this thing that we apparently keep running past. Ooh, codeine. Oh, more handwritten paper. Locked. And I ran all the way over here, and I'm going to end up running all the way back to the hospital. Uh-oh. Coda wants in. I better go get her. Sorry to make you guys stare at this. I'm coming, Papa Girl. You don't actually want me. Come here. Hold up. What? Stop yelling at me. Why are you yelling at me? Mom can only move so fast. She is not a puppy dog. And even puppy dogs can only move so fast. Go. Oh, you're gonna follow Mom over here? What? You go play games with your mama? Is you go play games with your mom? Ugh. I don't think we've found Edna yet. So we need to go and give her stuff. Oh, that's what the posters are all about. Let's go do this since it's in the same district here.
They've got bigger problems elsewhere.
That was nice and easy. I just realized it's actually across the river. Let's see here. Yeah. is the green. There we go. Not green, turquoise.
Welcome back, Doctor. What can I do for you?
You attempted murder. Give me some details.
I was given an order to kill. I was an obedient gang member at the time, a proud wet boot boy.
Why did you join the gang?
Because I finally felt useful. Do you have any idea what it means to feel
Oh, is this
respected when
in
the
the
rest of the
proper
world
role?
shits on you?
So you were ordered to kill someone. What happened then?
I don't know if you can possibly understand, but I couldn't kill him. I just stood there pointing my gun. Someone saw me. I gave up.
Why couldn't you shoot?
My target was eating in that fancy restaurant with mirrors and music. He was eating, drinking, laughing. He was having such a good time. I hated him for his bottomless appetite and easy life of easy pickings. And then something happened.
You realized what it means to take a life. You feared what it would be like to carry that guilt with you.
Believe me, Doctor, I wasn't scared. I wasn't even afraid to face the wet boot boys after I'd failed.
Sabrina seems very fond of you, Tom.
I like her too, I really do. I know I'm her boss, and I'm much older and all. But I like her, for sure.
What is bothering you, then?
Sabrina is an angry one. She wears it like a coat. I'm not sure I can make her shed that anger. It hurts to see her like that.
Why not leave town and start a new life after you got out of jail?
I grew up in the East End. This is where my roots are. This is where I want to help others, and die, eventually.
Do you think the docks will always be a hive of scum and villainy?
As long as poverty and fear run the show, I don't see how it would change. Misery loves company, as they say.
Don't you feel threatened, staying in such a violent and criminal neighborhood?
I've made peace with my violent past, Dr. Reed. I may not be a pacifist, but I'm not angry anymore.
Tell me about your arrest for attempted murder, Tom.
I tried to kill someone. I got arrested. I paid my debt, and I have nothing to hide.
So you mean your customers know about your sordid past?
Yeah, why do you think this is the last pub open? I have nothing to hide, and I don't judge. That's a relief for many round here.
Do you think prison changed you? Made you a better man?
Oh, I don't know about that. All I brought back is bad memories, scars, and an ugly tattoo of a blue turtle.
But do you feel cleansed of your sins?
All I know is that I'm at peace. I did what I did, but I wouldn't do it again. Does that make me a better man? I don't know.
You lied to me, Tom. Your warehouse wasn't empty. It was inhabited with armed vigilantes.
I'm sorry, Dr. Reed, but I thought those Prewen guards would be willing to let someone like you pass without trouble.
That was devious of you, Tom. Next time you can bloody well go yourself.
I apologize, Doctor, but it's just that I prefer to avoid the law, its enforcers, and all manner of thugs in uniform.
Here is your booze. I hope it will appease your customers. Just try not to kill anyone with this poison of yours.
Believe me, Doctor, most of my customers are less agreeable when sober.
Darn, he's a tough nut to finish cracking over here.
Goodbye, Mr. Watts.
Damn it. I should have offered a drink to the boy.
Good evening, Mr. Delaney.
What? Oh, you're that doctor.
Is it true Sean Hampton saved your life?
Yep. The sad saint grabbed my soggy ass and brought me back to the pier after I fell into the canal. I was a wreck back then.
You're a wreck now, dude.
Your story is a sad one, Mr. Delaney.
Sean Hampton really acted like a saint that day. But I suppose I'm just another lost soul who doesn't deserve to be saved.
I found the location of the explosion, Mr. Delaney. I placed a flower for you where it happened, just as you asked.
Really? That's so kind. I never thought someone would... Well, thank you, Doctor.
It's nothing, really. And I'm sorry for your loss.
What? No, I didn't know them. No car was supposed to park there that day. Stupid bastard, why did he park there?
You're the man who hid that bomb.
I don't want to talk about it. Leave me alone.
I suddenly am thinking about eating him.
I sense your guilt, Dyson. Why is that? Did you not think violence was an acceptable political tool?
I still believe our fight was just. By killing an innocent couple who were just at the wrong place at the wrong time. No way.
You made a mistake. A terrible mistake. Maybe an unforgivable one. But that does not mean that you are a monster.
I swear I did not want to kill anyone. I did not hide in the shadow to kill on purpose. That's my only defense.
Ah. Darn it.
I want you to remember the bomb, Dyson. Tell me about it.
No. I don't want to remember it.
If I ever do another playthrough of this, I will be using a walkthrough to make sure that I get everyone's hints. But I might also be eating people.
Why use a bomb? What were you trying to destroy?
The Dawson & Dawson ammunitions factory. A symbol of violence against the people. My group wanted to destroy it to send a message.
The victims. They were not the target then.
I spent so much time figuring out the perfect moment. I used a short fuse. No car had ever parked there. They all died.
Goodbye, Mr. Delaney.
Oh, dang it. He's sick and I needed to give him medicine.
What? Oh, you're that doctor.
Yeah.
Inebriation aside, do you need medical help?
Yes. I feel sicker than usual these days.
Take this, then. And perhaps you could try to slow down the alcohol intake, too.
Hey, Doc, you don't really want me to stop the only remedy I can afford.
Yeah.
Goodbye, Mr. Delaney.
I should just run as far away from this place as I can.
I should have offered a drink to the boy. Be he cursed or not, he's just another lost orphan.
You still working at this hour? That's what I call dedication.
Were you aware of Tom's past incarceration?
That's the first thing he told me when he offered me the job. He didn't want me hearing about his past from anyone else.
Did it surprise you to find out about it?
Not really. I was already aware of his reputation before I met him. That's why I came to the Turtle in the first place.
Most people would have run away because of that.
Not me. I thought a man like him could give me stability, you know? At least to some degree. And I wasn't mistaken.
Tell me, Sabrina, do you really believe Tom has renounced his life of crime?
He proves it to me every day he tells the
Excuse
truth.
me.
Tom Watts is a good man. One of the best.
And you don't think he might fall back into his sordid ways?
We can all do terrible things, Dr. Reed. And we never know what we're really capable of until it's too late.
Sabrina, tell me about your true feelings for your boss.
I love Tom. Not ashamed of it. Don't care if the customers joke about it, neither.
Who's mocking you?
I mean, we're always together. People will talk, won't they?
Does Tom love you?
Yeah, but he's always reluctant to take it further. It's not because I'm younger, or because of the colour of my skin. He hates jokes about us.
Goodbye, Miss Cavendish.
Darn it. Okay, she's healthy. Still have one guy here I haven't even seen yet. And the hospital might not be so healthy after I go to sleep, which will be sad. That guy just keeps getting sicker. I swear. That was not what I meant to do. That was what I meant to do.
Should have offered a drink to the boy. Be he cursed or not, he's just an...
I'm confused. Why are there two up there?
He didn't deserve this.
So few clients. What with the epidemic, no one dares go outside.
Okay, no, there are... Oh, because I can either put the posters up or I can burn them. And it's showing me where I can put them up.
Good evening, Mr. Woodbeat.
Good evening to you, my young doctor.
Do you need my medical attention, sir?
I'm as fit as an old dog given the circumstances.
Goodbye, sir.
Over where? What? Were you saying something, dude? I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you over the sound of me killing you. You're the vampire hunter guy. Okay, so this is where I can burn them. Do all of the things point to where I can burn them? Or do others point to places I can... Yep.
Informing London's inhabitants of the presence of vampires. What does that make me? A double or a triple agent?
You overextended your step.
Done. Mr. Throgmorton should be happy.
If he only knew that he just had his signs posted by a vampire. 5 more shillings! Oop, 5 more shillings. Bum, 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 bum. Yep. Qué interesante.
This is despicable.
Are you sure? Because it's probably better than eating all the people. Now we need to find Mr. Throgmorton again.
It's
Oh,
locked.
locked.
Good evening, Mr. Throgmorton.
Dr. Reed, can I be of any assistance? Have you noticed anything suspicious lately?
I put up your public service announcement. Consider the common folk warned about the vampiric presence.
Thank you, Dr. Reed. You may not realize it, but you saved a great many lives today.
Do you really think they could be useful?
See the sad saint of the East End? How a single man can help so many people? I consider myself the discreet protector of these men and women.
Tell me, Ichabod, why do you consider yourself the protector of Shornhampton Shelter?
He is a truly inspiring example. Dedicated, pious. His shelter is open to all, whoever they are. Most admirable.
Unlocked his whole thing. What? No, you're kidding me. You crashed? It's a good thing this has an autosave, but at the same time, I have no idea how far back I have to go. It's in a solid state drive. I've got 32 gigs of RAM. Okay.
So much noise.
Good evening, Mr.
Doc.
I put up your public service announcement. Consider the common folk warned about the vampiric presence.
Thank you, Dr. Reed. You may not realize it, but you saved a great many lives today.
Do you really think they could be useful?
See the sad saint of the East End? How a single man can help so many people? I consider myself the discreet protector of these men and women.
Tell me, Ichabod, why do you consider yourself the protector of Shornhampton Shelter?
He is a truly inspiring example. Dedicated, pious. His shelter is open to all, whoever they are. Most admirable.
Goodbye. And good hunting, Mr. Throckmorton.
Yay, and it saved. Good. I have no idea what caused that glitch. Alright. We have one other investigation in the area. We get that one done, then we'll have all of them done for this area, and all we'll have left is this guy and whatever's over here. There's a box. So apparently we must be in the near vicinity of the investigation. Okay. We're looking for Edwina. Edwina Dokoda. Hey, listen to me.
Good evening, Miss Cox.
Hello again, Dr. Reed. What do you want?
Tell me your feelings about Booth's belief in monsters, Edwina.
It makes him look weak in front of the boys. That's my feeling about it. But ghosts don't scare me.
You don't believe he really saw something then?
I don't care what he saw or not. All I know is that a real man keeps his fears to himself if he wants to be obeyed.
Hmm.
I managed to reach the mass grave in Southwark. It was not pleasant.
Spare me the details, Dr. Reed. All I want to know is what happened to those bastards who owed me money.
I'm afraid those bastards, as you call them, are in the mass grave.
Dead? Shit. That money would have been useful. Well, I'll tell my boys to avoid the place if it's that dangerous.
Yes. Everybody should avoid that place until further notice.
Okay then, Doctor. It looks like you deserve your reward after all. The Wet Boot boys thank you for your help.
I forget exactly what she has for trade. Let's find out. Actually, first. Okay.
Can I see what you have to sell?
As long as you have money, I'll show you all I have.
You just gave me 50 shillings. Of course I have money. You do not have anything I want. Uh-oh. Just had a stream interruption. Oh, because she transferred us to someone else. Okay. Give me just a moment here. Why is it things always go wrong when streamers decide to trade us off? Lurking Cloudy McDoom's channel. Though he usually gets done streaming around about the same time I do, so. Okay, I was going to sell her my ammunition. No, pardon me, because I don't use the gun. Good Lord Almighty. Now I've got pretty much a fortune. It's not like I'm overburdened. It's more of a matter of I'm not using it anyways, and so I might as well have the funds so that I can buy the things I actually need. We still have one guy in this area that we haven't spoken with. Don't know who he is. I don't know where he is. He might have another investigation for us if we can find him. We have to eventually go and kill Dorothea. Unfortunately, at this point, Dorothea is no longer worth any money because she's a skull. Or any major experience points, rather. Let's, I guess,
Without the wet boots keeping things straight, these parts would be running completely amok.
Good evening, sir.
Who the fuck are you? Don't you see I'm busy here?
Dr. Jonathan Reed, that's who I am. And who are you?
We found him.
Some fancy gentleman we've got here. Clear off. We don't want strangers on our streets.
So you won't tell me your name, then?
The name is Booth Digby. Maybe I'll ask my boys to break one or two of your bones, just so you remember it.
Are you some kind of vigilante patrolling these streets at night?
Something like that, but the police aren't in charge here. We are, see?
So you're a concerned criminal, is that it?
Using funny jokes about me and my boys, are you? Fuck. You must have some balls.
I saw many men like you during the war, Mr. Digby. Greedy little cockroaches who feed on despair.
I could kill you for saying that. Nah. You've been a soldier. I can respect that.
So, tell me about your gang, then.
What? Have you got a death wish? You really want me to answer that?
Well, yes. You seem so proud of your status. Why not tell me who you're working for?
Oi! I'm the boss, all right? The Wet Boot Boys work for me. All of them. Situation round here is better than other districts because of us.
No, it's not.
Me.
It's better in this district because I keep healing everybody.
What can you tell me about this part of town?
Things ain't that bad, thanks to us. We give people what they need, and we control this borough.
Well, you're not doing a very good job. People are still dying here, like everywhere else.
Yeah, well, we can't be everywhere all the time. And Edwina says if we can find more guns, we could be more efficient.
More efficient? Really? You should probably tell Edwina that guns are useless against diseases and infections.
Incredible. You know what? You're lucky she can't hear you right now. She's more smart than patient. My sweet queen of the docks.
Mm-hmm.
I know you believe monsters are real, Booth.
They are. I know, I saw one, but no one believes me.
Tell me what you saw.
It was a few years ago. Clay Cox was still the boss then. He'd sent me to the shipyard to find out who was stealing tools and ropes at night.
Go on.
First, I thought it was an old lady with a limp. It looked frail and crooked. Then I saw it grab a bloody beam and lift it like it was a stick. I shouted. It looked straight at me.
Do you know what it was?
It was all eyes and long teeth, but I couldn't see its face. I shot at it when it moved towards me and I hit it. And then it jumped and vanished in the shadows.
You could have imagined all that. These docks can be so gloomy at night. With the fog and the wind and the boats creaking.
No, Doctor. That night I saw the fucking sewer dog for real. It's not a beast like the stories say. It's the ghost of an old woman. Bullets can't stop it. But no one believes me.
Are your friends mocking you?
Even Edwina told me once to never speak about it, but I know what I saw. And it wasn't human. Not human at all.
Tell me about the man you killed, Booth. What happened?
One of us had been killed, so we had to retaliate. That's the whole story.
There has to be more to it than that.
No, really. One of us got killed, so the killer had to die. That's how things have always been done round here. No one gives a shit.
Are you so heartless that you could pull the trigger and kill someone without even blinking?
Have you looked around recently? Do you really think one more body will make a difference?
Why are you nudging your mama? Why'd you nudge your mama?
Goodbye, Mr. Digby.
You're nudging your mama. Why are you doing? Why is you doing that? Stop it! Why'd you doing that? It's a Miss Waggy Tail Dog. Hi. What you nudging your mom for? What you doing? What you doing? Hmm? Is you the good girl? Coda. You talk to your mama? Is you the good girl? Yeah? Can you look at me? Hey. Hey. Is you that good girl? Yeah? Oh. She's my good girl. Alright. So we finally found Booth. He's the last guy in the... Or not. I thought you were the last guy in this zone. Oh, nope, there you are. Koda Kolvig, what is you doing? Why is you nudging your mama? Koda. Baby girl. I love you. Yeah. What are you talking about? What you nudging your mom for? Why are you nudging your mama? Koda dog. Why are you nudging your mom? You were already outside and it's not bedtime yet. Why you nudging your mama? Do you need a mama pet you? You come here get pet? Yeah? It's to say I love you. Yeah. I can't game and pet you at the same time though, honey. Damn, I need to find this guy. Even if he doesn't lead to another investigation. Where are you, last guy in this entire zone? In here, maybe? I've not been in here before. Ooh, 5 more shillings. Mm-hmm. 5 more shillings. Oh, bracelet. And 5 more shillings. Yeah, okay, I read both of those. Garlic and steaks. Fire and sun, yep. Yep, none of that's changed. I think I read these earlier. That really didn't help me, though. I'm looking for a person, not more flippin' notes. I am sorely tired of reading notes. One more shillings. Is this the... yeah. We're just in there. Any other buildings that we can enter that I've not entered yet? Your booth, your Miss Cox. I know I've spoken with you.
Bertrand, what have you done? You should have talked to me.
I spoke with you. I suppose it's possible that he won't be available until whoever this person happens to be, until after, probably behind
It's
this
locked.
locked door. Darn. Fishburne. Where in Blue Blaze? This is my hideout. Grr. God, that still didn't bring us to 17. Holy smokes. Oh, that's 1,500 also. Okay. I only have 275 left, which is not enough for anything. Darn. I have cold treatments. I could go and fix her up. Merchants here have new stuff.
Good evening, Miss Cox.
Hello again, Dr. Reed. What do you want?
Booth Digby looks at you with love-struck eyes. Tell me, Edwina, is the feeling mutual?
You have no idea how refreshing it can be for a woman to receive all the pleasure she needs. For once.
I'll take your word for it.
What is it, Doctor? A woman's not supposed to talk about these things.
I'm not that easily shocked, Miss Cox. You can speak freely about your lover, if you so wish.
The poor bastard is good to me, if you must know. He makes me feel good. And that's a first.
So you're just like any other couple, after all, are you not?
Yeah, we're so ordinary that I'd put a bullet in his head if he ever cheated on me.
Can I see what you have to sell?
As long as you have money, I'll show you all I have.
Concern it all. Urgh. Keep forgetting.
The sewer dog's fault, they say. Then the gangs, the epidemics, everyone's throwing the blame.
You again. What do you want?
To pick into your personal life.
I know you're looking for an honest job, Booth. You're tired of this criminal life, aren't you?
It's just an idea. Edwina loves to run things so much. You can never really leave the gang. Wet boys for life, you know?
Do you know Edwina suspects you to be unfaithful?
Edwina's the one who asked to be called Mrs. Cox, even though Clay hadn't touched her for such a long time.
You have not answered my question.
She's a passionate woman. I've no doubt she'll shoot me down if I ever betray her, but that's not going to happen. I love her as she is.
God, what's this mesmer level? Damn.
Goodbye, Mr. Digby.
The sewer dog's fault, they say. Then the gangs, the epidemics, everyone's throwing the blame.
I don't want to go and fight him. How about... maybe go try taking on... Dorothea? Well, we've only got about 11 minutes left, so I think we're just going to call it slightly early. That way, I mean, all I'm going to do if I stay on stream is run off somewhere and then not be able to finish it. So we'll call it about, well, technically we're 5 minutes over already, but I usually go until 10. So we'll call it for tonight. I want to thank everybody who's been here. Even if you were just lurking, I appreciate it so very much. If you enjoyed watching me play, please feel free to give me a follow. I do stream every day right now. I probably will stream every day in perpetuity, though I might change up my schedule a little bit, depending on how things go. I'm just getting myself started, so thank you very much, everybody. I appreciate it so much. Thank you for being here. Thank you for listening. Thank you for supporting the channel. I appreciate everybody who's here, and I hope that you guys all have a beautiful evening and be excellent to each other. Have a good night.